DJs, especially for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, hola, salut, konnichiwa, bonjour. Welcome to the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022. Wow, it's been 3 years in the waiting. Now FIBA 3x3's biggest competition finally makes its return. And for the first time from Belgium, here in the Flanders region in Antwerp, as the best teams on the planet collide, of course, with golden intentions. Every corner of the globe is represented, from North America to Africa to Asia to Europe, South America, the Middle East, even Oceania. They're all here with the pride of their country on their chest as the very best 20 men's and the very best 20 women's teams compete to claim 3x3 world supremacy. What's good, people? Kyle Montgomery, AKA the voice of 3x3, here with you as we get ready to check ball of the first World Cup since 2019. That's again where we saw the American men and Chinese women win their first gold medals in Amsterdam. They're both here to defend their respective crowns in a field of worldwide hoopers that's featuring 15 Olympians. We got 6 days of action that will culminate with a gold, silver, and bronze medal. Before we get into the nuts and bolts, why don't we take a rule refresher and get you abreast on everything you need to know about 3x3 before we go forward. Check this out.
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got 2 teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team with 21 points is your winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. Woo! That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
A 10-minute sprint indeed. Here is how the game is played on a half court. 2 teams, a 12-second shot clock that puts this thing in a hyperdrive. First team to 21 wins, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes expire. Everything outside the arc is worth 2. Everything inside the arc is worth 1 point. All right, so here's the schedule of the day. It is going to be a loaded one, ladies and gentlemen. 20 games that are going down. You can see the times that each team will play. The women will get us started with Germany and Romania. I mean, today's action is going to feature men's and women's teams in Group A and D. So that means we're going to get to see, as you can see, the defending champion USA men sporting an all-new squad. The 4-time world champion Serbian men, who also boast a new core. A very intriguing French team that many feel could potentially go all the way. Of course, the homestanding Belgian Lions, who are a favorite to medal out here in their own backyard. I'm telling you, this competition is thicker than Lizzo day one. On the women's side, you got marquee matchups, including defending champ China. We got more to get into, but again, we'll take a look back. Here's our former World Cup winners on the men's side. Serbia, of course, they are the standard bearers when it comes to 3x3. Nobody has more gold medals than them. On the women's side, how about the United States? They've got a couple under their belt. Czech Republic have got in there, Russia, Italy as well. And again, all of these countries will be represented. This is a part of the road to Paris in 2024. Obviously, if you win a gold, silver, or bronze medal in this year's competition, you directly qualify for the next edition of the World Cup. And if you happen to get one of the top 3 spots in that competition, that's going to get you a direct ticket to the Olympics in Paris in 2024. Look at this venue. We are here at Platz again in the Flanders region. And the crowd is starting to liven up as we get a look at our Pool A women's squads. The defending Women's Series champion, Germany, Romania, chalked with a couple of Olympians, Lithuania, an exciting team in that group as well. We'll see A and D, both the men's and women's. Tomorrow we'll see B and C. Here's Group D on the ladies' side. An exciting Spain team, one of the powerhouses of the women's competition. Netherlands, a continual competitor. How about the dynamic duo of the Blue Sisters representing Canada? We'll see them today as well. I mentioned the Serbian men. They lead Group A. See France in there as well as one of the more exciting teams. And a quick look at Pool D as well. USA, Belgium, Austria, Egypt, and Slovenia. I think it's fair to say that the American men in Belgium are the heavy favorites to come out of that group. The top two advance directly to the quarterfinals, but what is a little bit different this year is we have added a last 16 round. So the third and fourth teams in each group will have a chance to play in a play-in 8th place game in order to get to the quarterfinals. We have added a day. It's 6 days of competition. So that's how it's going down here in 2022. There's a look at the scores table. That's me. I'm waving at you from the distance. What's up? Happy to be back here. This is the 7th edition of the World Cup. The 7th edition of the World Cup. Of course, FIBA 3x3 got its official start in Singapore back in 2012 at the Youth Olympic Games. And now look how far we've come. Made its official entry into the Olympics last year. They're trying to make an entry to the win category to start the day. This is Germany with Leonie Feibig, Luana Rodefeld, Sonja Greinerer, and Svenja Brunkhorst. Again, the defending Women's Series champions, and also taking the first Women's Series stop of the year in Tel Aviv here in 2022. Germany is not to be played with. Trust me. Don't sleep on Romania, though. They took a silver medal at the 2016 European Championships. They've been looking to get back to that level of success. Is this the squad that's going to be able to do it? A couple of Olympians on this team as well. When you look at Sonia Orsu, she is the spoon that stirs the tea for this team. And Ancuța Stoinescu, a longtime Romanian star and Olympian. They're both joined by Ana Maria Virjov and Alina Maria Podar. Dynamic guard. She's been playing 3x3 for a long time. She's got a knack for knocking down big shots. And it's been fun watching her come from the youth categories into the veteran status. Also going to be a key member of this team now at 23 years old. So here we go, y'all. Our two Olympic officials, none better. Cecilia Todt and Marcos Michaelides holding things down with the whistles around their neck. Sonja Greinacher, she is the world #1 for a reason. I've been trying to find a nickname for her. I know that her IG is Sunny Cheek, but she's so dominant. I want to call her the imposing takeover, Sonja Takeover Greinacher. When you see her play, you're gonna see exactly why I would call her Takeover. She is one of the more unstoppable players in the game and has risen to the very top. We will see if her team gets out on a good foot. They'll get it warmed up here. Of course, we'll put 10 minutes on the clock and get ready to get this thing on and popping here day 1. 20 games on the schedule. Wow, we got 105 until we hand out some medals, so buckle up. It's gonna be a ride. Let's do it. Romania in the blue and Germany in the white to start this 2022 competition. Loving the city of Antwerp as 3x3 continues to grow here in Belgium. Another beautiful venue here in the city square, right in the center, right in the middle of the action. It's gonna be exciting to say the least. So Romania, the AC, got a strong history in 3x3, but now they've kind of changed gears. They're trying to find the right mix of new players that's going to bring them success. And They're tired of being overlooked. Good farm. They recently qualified to the Europe Cup here in 2022. Sergio Orsu continued to prove that she's legit. 28 years old, already an Olympian. She's gonna be ready to go. Meantime for Germany, I've already mentioned their Women's Series title from 2021. They picked up where they've left off. I think we'll see them again as well in Women's Series. I mentioned them winning the first stop in Tel Aviv. Women's Series continues June 28th and 29th, right after the World Cup here, as they'll be moving on to Puerto, France. I'll be there. So we got a lot of work to do in the next 7 days or so. Let's hope the voice holds up for the voice. Tea with honey and lemon. That is going to be the key. The countdown is on. World Cup 2022 begins in 3x3. Let's get to it. Game 1. Pool A action on the women's side. Puerto will start with it. She's going right with the quickness. Drops it off down low. Soft touch off the glass, and the Romanians are going to strike first. Puerto doing the honors on that first bucket. Greiner front rims it. Orsu making her move. Puerto, she is not trigger shy, but she fires a blank on her first attempt. That's going to be a jump ball. And as the rule refresher continues, a jump ball is essentially as good as a steal because it is automatically awarded to the defense. So I'm liking the action right off the bat here, right out of the gates. FIBA, no. Orsu, she lets one fly. It's broke too. Stonescu, the Olympian, gets it down and gets it back, throws it in reverse. It's a kiss off the glass. Nice deflection on the pass there, as Romania is really showing some active hands on the defensive end. That's Ana Maria Virgil. She's got a couple of Women's Series games under her belt. 23 years old. She's got great size, standing 195, so she can really be a disruptor on the defensive end. But speaking of size, FIBA can get it done too. She stands 189 at 22 years old. Her first international cap and her first trip up to the free throw strike. And she's gonna knock it down. So we got ourselves a 2-2 game, a minute in. Good defense. FIBA with the thievery. She finds herself alone, but mishandles the pass. Nearly stolen away. As Luana Rodefeld, she gets active. Rodefeld has been active in 3x3 for quite some time, even at 24 years old. She comes in ranked number 2 in the world. Seen her heroics in the past. What does she have in store this time around? We will see. It's still 2-2. Stonescu, she's on the move, but she misses the crib. The ball likes her. It comes back. That time she puts it in the right place. It drops through as Romania takes a 1-point lead. Through course, her pass is taken away. Puerto down low, dime time. Good eat. Ana Maria is able to score it. Now it's Germany's time to play imposer on the interior. That foul is on the floor. Two-point lead for the Romanians. Rodefeld waiting for Greiner to come around. Sonia held up by Puerto, who was outsized. They'll now match up the way they're supposed to. Size against size. I like this matchup right here. Rodefeld with Orsu all up in her personal business. Greiner goes to the spin move, but she comes up short on the jumper. Rodefeld nearly steals it. Orsu on the move, drops it off. Drop step game. Joe, no. Joe hands it off. Puerto takes a bump, but she also stepped on the line. So that ball over to the Germans. FIBA making her move. Oh, tried to thread the needle. Puerto, she snuffs it out. She's got the Wilson in hand. Stoinescu, 2-ball, corner. And it's a foul. And holding on to Virgil. She's an imposing figure down there. First foul on the Germans. As Romania take over, Ursu to Stoinescu, longtime teammates. They do not connect on that play. This is one of the best duos in 3x3 with Rotherfeld and Greiner. Greiner misses the first, but she's good with second chances. And again, the top 2 from each group advance directly to the quarterfinals. Hold the phones. Maybe I misspoke there. First place directly to the quarterfinals. Second and third place will have you in the last 16 this year.
Okay. Das ist ich glaube, wir haben sie da.
And fourth and fifth place says you're done. All right. Don't worry. I'll continue to remind you as the tournament wears on. All right. Back to it we go. Orsu, nowhere to go. Both teams playing some intense defense to start this thing off. That's one thing that can be a constant for you. Offense sometimes can be a little tricky, but you can always lock in on defense because that's all it requires is effort. Rotherfeld, jab, step, but Stoinescu says, nah, hold up. Nice move. She had her in a different hemisphere for a moment. But Stoinescu, she is a savvy veteran and able to actually recover and knock the ball away. But whistle for a foul in the process, so that puts Luana Rotherfeld on the line. Rotherfeld, oh! Rattles off the front of the rim. His chance at the strike. Hold on. Orsu. No. Reiner. They got to get it cleared, which they do, but they've got 6 seconds to work with. Back down low. Sonia. She'll put it on you. 4-4. Podar with the quick step to the left, to the left. Oh, tough bucket on the inside. Now we start to get some back and forth. Stoinescu, so no. FIBA's last bucket evens things up at 5 apiece. Another score on the interior. Both teams are finding a way to the bucket. Podar stops short, looking for some help. Orsu, she's got Rotherfeld. Oh, she almost took her cookies. Instead, they're going to take the possession. Shot clock violation as Germany puts the clamps on the Romanians in a tight contest. Of course, down low. Rotherfeld coming around. Not much activity away from the ball, but a nice slip to the bucket as FIBA gets fouled. steps FIBA. New addition on this German national team. It's a no from the stripe. Stoinescu, the Olympian, has her pass stolen away. Rollerfeld, she's got a mismatch. She decides to let it fly from deep. But that jumper goes begging. Orsu, quick step to the left, but she also comes up empty on the drive. 6'5" it stays. We're past the midway mark. Orsu, she takes the cookies. She's gonna feed it down low. Drop step game. Maybe, okay. She was in there a little bit too long. 3 in the key is called. So that ball will go back over to White. Luana, she's gonna give it up. They solve their spacing issues as Brunkhorst puts her foot on the gas and gets to the cup. And that one thrown away. Romania with plenty to be proud about. I know oftentimes they feel like they're overlooked, but they were one of the iconic teams, countries that represented in the first ever Olympic Games that featured 3x3 on the Olympic schedule. FIBA takes the pass and puts the cookie in the cup. Oh, Hodar hits the deck hard. Spivak was not giving up any ground. A 3-point German lead. Greinerler gives it back, gives it up to get it back, then gives it back to Rodefeld. Rodefeld's on the road to the cup. Orsu bottoms. 9-7. One possession game. Greinerer had that splash mid-range as the Germans answer. Orsu trying another one. That one is a no. Rodefeld wait for the screen from Fibik. Fibik is going to dip down low. Rodefeld is going to take it herself. She's got the vanilla scoop. TV timeout. You'll see a couple of those per game. Ref Marcos blows the whistles on the foul. Romania up to 6. That puts them in the penalty. The next foul, that is. You got 6 to give, 7 puts you in the penalty, which means 2 free throws for the opposition. That's for your 3x3 newbies. The action continues here in Antwerp, Belgium. Game 1 of day 1. Germany with an 11-7 lead. Puerto with a stop and go. Couldn't finish the lay. Also touched no rim, so there's a shot clock violation. Rodefeld will check out. Greinerer will come in. A lot of size on the court right now for the Germans. But you could argue that Romania have the edge when it comes to quickness. Brunkhorst to Greinerer. Oh, that's usually easy money. And they catch a break there because Stoinescu stepped on the line. Fibik to Greinerer. Rodefeld is back. We see them run this action several times where Rodefeld will receive the ball on that left wing off the handoff. Got a good look, just did not have the touch on the shot. But she's fouled on the rebound. A 7th on Romania, so that puts them in the penalty. It puts Rodefeld Up on the stripe, shoot 2. Rotherfeld with 18 international caps. A silver medal at the Europe Cup 2021. As we saw them play extremely well in Paris, France. Spain, of course, taking gold. We know what they're doing in the women's series. 3 titles for Rotherfeld as she misses that second free throw. Get you some of that. Puerto on point like a harpoon. It's 11-9. Rotherfeld. Orsu defending. She pulls up. Back rimmed it. FIBA. Soft touch. Orsu drops off the package and is delivered. Of course, nowhere to go. So off the miss. Orsu wanted to rock. Didn't get it in time. And a timeout for the Germans. Slim edge for Germany. Found some consistency with the pick and roll game, kind of utilizing their size on the interior. The world #1, Sonia Greiner, grinding as usual. But of course, really giving them some activity defensively. And Rotherfeld also putting their foot on the gas and attacking this Romanian defense. Not to forget about FIBA. She might be the leading scorer on this German team so far. She's really been a welcome addition. 8 minutes into our first contest. Here's Puerto. Oh, tough but FIBA get it down low. They got a couple of twin towers on this German team, and they connect for another score on the inside. FIBA is going off like a fire alarm. Buck 37 left. Germany pick up a 4th foul. No concerns for them about being in the penalty. They still got 2 to give with a minute and a half to play. Orsu up fake, the Olympian with the soft touch off the glass. She can do that to you. We got a 1-point game. It is anybody's game. Broekhorst, cross-court pass to Rotherfeld. Rotherfeld gets past Puerto. Puerto finds herself open. She passes up the shot to get it to Orsu. No need to rush. They still got 7 to shoot. Orsu puts it up, but it's long. Great positioning from Greiner. Count that. It's back up to a 2-point German lead. Orsu. Another miss. Rotherfeld reroutes, goes from west to east. Takes a lot of that shot clock away as Greiner pulls up mid-range. Bottoms. Oh, Stornescu. She's a sharpshooter, but she misses the mark. Ends up finding Orsu to keep Romania within striking distance. We're under 36 to go here. As Rotherfeld gets it to Greiner, what are you going to do with that? She's a force. The world #1 puts the Germans up by 3. So a timeout for Romania, 14 seconds left. And essentially a 2-possession game. If we're being technical about it, the Romanians could actually tie the game if they hit a 2 and are fouled in the process. That you don't need me to tell you that that's extremely rare in 3x3. but anything can happen. Anything is possible. All right. I was just feeling the old KG NBA Finals. All right, I'm done with that. Back to serious business. Here we go. Puerto. She launches the two. No foul and no make. Time is ticking down. 3 to go, and this is going to be a German win by a final score of 16-14. The women's series defending champs and Tel Aviv stop champions are going to start off in the win category, 16-14 over the Romanians. Of course, we'll see them both back in action as the competition continues. But a nice way to start the day for Sonja Greinerer and company. The world #1, as you can see, is standing by courtside with our senior communications manager, Julian DeBove. Let's hear what she has to say after the first German win of this competition. Ju, over to you.
Sonja, talk about an appetizer. First game you get to play against 2 Olympians. How important was it for you to win this first game?
Yeah, really important. It was the first game of the tournament. We're really proud and happy that we made the first win. We have a tough group, so it was really important.
You won the women's series last year. You won the first stop in Tel Aviv just a few weeks ago. Talk about how much confidence this team has.
Yeah, I think we got good confidence, but for us it's also we have to prove it every time. So we have to prove every tournament that we can repeat what we did last year.
Congrats, and see you at the next game.
I like the mentality of the world #1. Yeah, sure they won the women's series last year. Sure they started off this year with a win, but they feel like they have to continue to prove themselves, and that is absolutely right. You don't win with your history. You win with what you do between the lines when the clock is ticking. Found themselves in a close contest here with Romania. Both of these teams will be back in action a bit later. Romania will take on China, the defending gold medalist from our previous edition, and Germany will find themselves laced up against Lithuania in Group A. That one is going to be fun. But a few last looks at this one. I think Germany's size on the interior, led by Sonja Greinerer and Fibik, proved to be too tough for the Romanians. Not to forget, of course, that her contributions in Rotterdam as well, as they come in right on cue in the highlights, like we planned it that way. Sonja Orsu was a little bit slow to get ignited. Did see her connect from deep a couple times. She certainly was putting the pressure on them on the interior. But in the end, again, the Germans, too hot to hold, too much to handle, as they edge Romania by 2 to start off this 2022 World Cup here from the Flanders region in Antwerp, Belgium. What's good? Good people. Kyle Montgomery, they call me the voice. I'm here with you, and we are rolling right through. We are on to game #2 of 20. So we're gonna have 4 days of group play. This is 3x3. You know we do it different. We embrace the atmosphere. We're playing in some of the most iconic city squares, UNESCO World Heritage sites around the globe. The best ballers from around the planet are here in Antwerp, trying to make their way to gold. So here we are with another team that a lot of people are looking at. This Lithuanian team is led by Camille Natsiskate. She's known as Special K. The Lithuanian women's team is really taking their game to the next level in national competitions. Of course, we saw them last year at the Europe Cup. They got their work cut out for them, lacing them up against Japan, who has been a constant competitor when it comes to national competitions. They got a couple Olympians on this team. And Mai Yamamoto, Stephanie Mawuli leading this quartet. as they will hit the court and look to earn their first wins. I think back, I can't forget about that. Well, first of all, this Lithuanian team, they took second place at Tel Aviv in the women's series to start the year. It was the best finish ever. They took a silver medal at the Europe Cup. And they are an imposing team. Here are two officials. Glenn Tuitt, Cecilia Todt. And there is Natsis Gate, 32 years old. We call her Special K. She's a special player. A huge upside to her game. And she's gotten this 2022 year off to a good start. This team is confident that they can take the next step. They finished as runners-up in the women's series, Tel Aviv. And they're knocking on the door. Please believe it. Stephanie Mawuli, one of the most dynamic players in all of 3x3. You want to talk about a two-way player. Can get it done on the defensive and the offensive end. That is her without a doubt. So as we get set for this second game, joining Natsis Gate is Gabrielle Schultz, Martina Petranaite, and Monica Grigalauskaite. Here we go. It's on now. Game number 2. Pool A action. Mawuli. She couldn't handle it. As it was knocked away, actually, Yamamoto. She will kick this possession off. Speed is the key for this Japanese team.
Lithuania is on
Natsis Gate. She will open the possession. And a little miscommunication there. That will send that ball out of bounds. Of course, there are just a little bit of nerves sometimes when you enter a competition that's this big. It doesn't get any bigger than the World Cup outside of the Olympics. This is it. Nice little back and forth pull-up attempt, but it goes amiss. On this Japanese team, along with my Yamamoto and Stephanie Mawuli, we got Mo Nagata and Tamimi Nakada. There's Schultz. Yeah, straight to the rack. Have some of that. Yamamoto lets it go. And my misses, but Stephanie Mawuli is there to clean up the mess. She gets the rebound, is able to draw the foul. Up steps Stephanie Mawuli, a two-time U23 world champion, and the Olympian is good at the stripe. 2 from the corner. That one ricochets off the rim. Yamamoto. Her turnaround is enough. Oh, Mawuli with the active hands. She's able to poke that one away. So only 1.5 ticks to shoot. Shoots, no. Mawuli with the lockdown defense yet again. Nakata to Yamamoto. Yamamoto. Oh, she misses the crib. It was point blank. Normally a bucket that she would make. Now they got to try to deal with Special K. Oh, wow. They are attacking the rack. On we go. Nakata kicks it. Nagata. No. Comes back to Nagata. She's played well in her time representing this Japanese national team. I think that she and Yamamoto really bring a lot of the same characteristics to the game in terms of their quickness, their ability to shoot from long range. That's double trouble for you. We got a 2-2 contest. Nakata, she will screen away. Nagata trying to get some action going with Nakata, but the defense is there. Special K says, give me that. There's the defense and then the foul afterwards. Easy, breezy. Shosuke. And then Shosuke with the defense as well. And here we are, 2.5 minutes in, as Mawuli will take over top of the key. She's gonna get it to Mai Yamamoto. She lets it fly, and that ball caught wings. Out of bounds it goes, back over to Lithuania. Petra Naite will open the possession top of the key. Shosuke feeds it down low, kick back out. Good look from two. Now the net's dripping. Wet. 5-2 and foul on the two is Mawuli. Got some contact out there. And she's going to get a couple of attempts at the strike. After a TV timeout. So a 3-point lead for the Lithuanians. These two teams don't have much experience against each other in national competitions. As a matter of fact, I don't think that they've ever met toe-to-toe in international competition at all. It's the first time for everything. We're going to see who writes their name in the history books in the first ever international meeting between Japan and Lithuania. Here comes Mawuli. Japan coming up just shy in Tokyo last year at the Olympic Games. They were one of the favorites, seeing their run through the Olympic qualifiers and just getting on the doorstep of achieving their goal was not meant. A 5th place finish in Tokyo, and Mai Yamamoto hit that one from Tokyo. Deep 2, Japan within 1, Special K with a Special J. 6-4, Yamamoto. Persistence pays off as she follows her miss and finishes with the lay, Special K. She'll give it up. Uh-oh, oh, Yamamoto. She touched Mother Earth with the shoulder fake that put her down. What a move from Shosuke. She's gonna show you. Give me the replay. Run that back. Look at the, oh. It's like she stepped on a patch of ice. 7-5. Watch your step out there. Mawuli, turn around. It's a miss. Here comes Special K. She's a good combination of size and speed. She can post you. She can shoot it between your eyes. She can drive past you. I'm saying all that after she missed the jumper. But the point still remains, all right? You'll see. Around the corner she comes, and right on cue, it's a 2. 9-5. As Special K gives her team a 4-point advantage. We'll see a new Lithuanian men's team in this competition as well. As Mai Yamamoto puts it up, and she's vertically challenged, so sometimes size does matter. It becomes a little bit more difficult for her to get a good look on those shots. She's lightning quick, but the Lithuanian length is sometimes can be disruptive. Oh, she sold the bag, but Special K recovers and scores. 10-5, Lithuania. Nagata, she's defended well that time. And don't sleep on Nagata. I remember at the U23 World Cup 2019, she did that the professor move with behind the back. It's all in our highlight reel. It was all in the hype video leading into this tournament. She's got that in her bag. So I was telling you, that guard combo with her and Yamamoto, I mean, that's got potential to be flammable. So far, so good, though, for the Lithuanians. They've kept the Japanese under wraps. A 12-5 lead. Ref to it and ref talk it over. So Lithuania in the driver's seat, halfway through game number 2. Mawuli to Yamamoto. Signature action on the Japanese team. They like to run that weave action top of the key and try to create a mismatch. Mawuli misses and then Yamamoto misses. She clears it, resets the offense. Yamamoto lets it go, top of the key. Now the net singing. La 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 la. 12-7. Oh, that one rocketed out of bounds. But Japan trimming to the lead. They are now down by 5. A lot of time left in 3x3. As you know, 12-second shot clocks gives you many possessions in terms of a 5 minutes left. Oh, Nagata gone with the wind. She breezes by the D, finishes with the lay. Special K though, she's got the size advantage on Yamamoto. That's baby food. Rocks her to sleep. Yamamoto trying to get some get back. Off balance, reverse attempt is a no. And a foul top of the key. That's number 5 on Japan. Saw Japan take a bronze medal at the Asia Cup 2019. I mentioned the youth competitions, but in the senior level competitions, they have not quite reached the type of success that they had hoped for. Mawuli steps behind the line. Front iron. 5-point lead, it stays. 3.5 to go. Schultzke on the move. Drops it off. Oh, that should have been an easy finish, but instead it's a miss. So So I tell you, if Rigoloskite had another chance there, she probably would have put that down, but excuse me, Rigolowski.
Okay.
I know I work hard on my pronunciations. Maybe you can't tell, maybe you can't tell. I get a lot of help too. I get a lot of help. Feel free throughout the tournament. If you hear me saying something wrong, say, hey, the voice. You're saying that person's name wrong. And I'll fix it. Oh, Yamamoto. She told him to catch the vapors. She was speeding like Leroy Jetson. Yamamoto. Over to Nagata. Nagata to the rack. It's a flex zone. Strong layup. 13-10 game. Oh, Yamamoto with the thievery. She's directing traffic. Yamamoto, Hezi, step back, defender off balance. It's a no. And a red foul. That is number 6 on the Japanese. They got no more to give. So Lithuania, who were enjoying a 12-5 lead, have now seen a 5-1 run by Japan to pull back in it. Shosuke, what a dime. Oh, you want to talk about threading the needle. She got her sewing kit. Special K finishes. Yamamoto with a little stop and go. She finishes with the scoop-de-doo. Back and forth we go now. This is the advantage here for the Lithuanians. Good double team down low. That usually is going to cost you. Shosuke couldn't finish it at the rim. Yamamoto trapped in the corner. Yamamoto, she'll get the Wilson back. Mawuli camped out from beyond the 2-point arc. Blah! Count that too. Special K, fading, shooter's roll. Now, she gets out in enough time to defend the shot attempt from Yamamoto. Shosuke with the dribble move. Oh, Mawuli is called for the foul. She is not happy with it, clearly, so she voluntarily goes to the corner. You remember when you get in trouble as a kid and your parents would say, go to the corner. And don't turn around until you learn it. Mawuli went over there herself. Like, I'm putting myself on punishment. It's a 7th foul on Japan anyway, so we were going to see 2 free throws regardless. But here's a look at Yamamoto's last trip to the rack. As Japan has come alive. They've reignited here at the latter portion of this game. Only separated by possession. Obviously, depending on what Gabriela Shosuke is able to do. Oh, Shosuke misses the first of 2, and the second one is going to go down. Nakata to Yamamoto. My. Making her move left. Oh, and then an air ball. Normally Yamamoto is the offensive catalyst for Japan, but she has found it difficult. Kind of an up and down game so far. We've seen some really good defense. A $120 and counting. They wanted to get it down low, but nothing happening. So now Nagata, she got her pocket picked. Somebody call the authorities. They don't put the ball in the cup though. Special K, it's a special day. Wet business from the right wing. 18 of 15. As the emerging 3x3 star has her team with a 5-point advantage. Wild scoop late in the shot clock. Rebound goes to Lithuania. Turnaround, nothing. Mawuli, right past Special K. Looked like she tried to intentionally foul there, but she does not get the whistle. We do get a whistle now. The 8th on Japan. 2 more free throws to follow for Lithuania by way of Special K. Camille Natsizgate. Get a chance here. She's good. First of 2. And the second one is short. Mawuli hits the deck. Offensive rebound goes to Petronite. And she's got game point for Lithuania. 20 seconds to go. The name of the game is 21. And you like to get there before the limit. 19 seconds left, and all Lithuania need is 1. Special K. She's gonna give it up to get it back. She chunks the deuces, misses, under 10 seconds to play. Ball in Japanese possession, and Mawuli just took her eye off of it, lost the rock out of bounds. But this is gonna be a losing effort for Japan either way, as this one is out of reach. Nice pass, and this is gonna end before the limit. How about that? So it is Rigalauskaite who does the honors to end it just before the horn. A commanding victory for Lithuania, who started off this game leading 12-7, and they ended up winning it 21-14. So we can see some of the other teams entering the building. The 4-time world champs, Serbia, are here. We'll see them in action later. But their first things first, we got to hear from Special K. Camille Natsizgate standing by with Julian DeBub. Let's hear what she has to say after that dub.
Camille, we saw this Japanese team at the Olympics. They're one of the best offensive teams in the world. But I'm looking at the scoreboard, they only scored 14 points against you. That speaks about how much defensive intensity you put in this game.
We've been preparing a lot, especially on defensive end, talking a lot. And we know Japan is a great team, they're an Olympic team. We knew it was going to be a hard and tough matchup. But we just came out and fought our best, gave our heart, and I think that's what you get in outcome.
We know the guys have been very successful in 3x3 in Lithuania. How important is it for you to show that 3x3 is not just a men's game in Lithuania?
I think we're going to make some noise so everybody can see, actually, that women can play in Lithuania too, not only men. So 2 teams is better than 1, right?
All right, congratulations. Take care.
You know what? I don't think anybody is questioning the strength of 3x3 women's hoop. They can play. They've been on the way for quite some time, and they have much respect, at least from me, for sure. Lithuania is doing some good things when it comes to 3x3 in the men's competition and the women's competition. You can see very clearly that they are going to have one of the stronger teams in the women's field. They are loaded with talent, locked and loaded, 1 through 4, especially to beat, a Japanese team with a couple of Olympians in Yamamoto and Mawuli, and to do it pretty handily, if I'm being honest. They win this thing by 7. It was never really in doubt, although Japan did climb back in it after a while. Special K, she was in her bag like cosmetics. And she leads the way. There's Coach Denise. He is as passionate as they come. You always see him with veins popping out his neck and his head as he tries to will his team to a win. They lock in. Their length created some issues. Japan did not get the offensive explosion that they normally would get from Mai Yamamoto. And they end up in the losing category. Lithuania with the dub. The action rolls on as we head over to the men's competition. So look at the cathedral here in Antwerp. We're here in the city center. Just a beautiful area. Of course, we got a statue of Rubens designed in 1840 that we'll be showing you shots of. It's Sir Peter Paul Rubens, by the way. As we're here from Greenplatz, that's the American way to say it, but I believe the way to say it here is Groenplatz. That's where the action is going down here in the Flanders region. Antwerp, Belgium, hosting this 2022 World Cup. Fans from all over the globe here, and I would say that not only do we have teams from around the world, but really this competition is a microcosm of the city itself, because this is a multicultural city. You've got a heavy French presence, a heavy Dutch presence, a heavy Moroccan presence, a heavy Polish presence. It's really a melting pot of cultures here in the city of Antwerp. That's something that I've seen in just walking around the city the first couple of days that I've been here. And I think it's part of what makes this place special and unique. You can see it in the cuisine. I mean, you got every type of food you could think of to enjoy here in this city. And that's really a reflection of the people. The boys love the kids. They are here in full force, loving some 3x3. We might have some future 3x3 stars in that group over there. Hopefully I'm still on the mic commentating when they come of age to play 3x3. Year number 7 for me. I've had the honor and pleasure of covering the World Cup competition since 2016. I was in China, and obviously the last edition in Amsterdam, 2019, and more on that later. Oh, we got the sparks flying now. Oh, we done stepped our game all the way up. We fancy. All right, now we're gonna get a look at the men's competition. New Zealand lacing them up against Serbia. Of course, before this one gets started, the Tall Blacks will do their traditional haka presentation, as they'll try to intimidate their Serbian opponents before this competition begins. They'll get set up to do that, but while they do that, we introduce you to a team that, while as a collection are new together, but these dudes have been dominating as individuals in 3x3 for a long time. There's a 3-time world champion, a 3-time European champion in Dejan Majstorovic. He's joined by Dr. Strange, Strajinja Stojicic, the Beast, Marko Brankovic, and the Manimal, Mahalo Vasic. He and Dejan Majstorovic, both Olympic bronze medalists, both Europe Cup gold medalists from a year ago, a third for Majstorovic. And Dr. Strange might be the best player in the game in the men's competition. World number 1. Rocking the movie stash. That's what I'll call it. Ref Marcos, Ref Vlad. They were Olympians as well. They will manage this game to perfection. And, you know, you don't need me to tell you who the favorite is in this one. I can tell you that Ty Wynyard, at 24 years old, standing 6'10", he is a fully grown man. He's overcome some injuries in his career and now finds himself on the senior national team. We saw him in Doha earlier this season. Put on a show and helping New Zealand lock down a spot here in Antwerp. He'll have to contend with that man right there, Dr. Strange. He'll do some strange things to you. He might dunk on you. He might blow by you. He might score double digits. He's that dangerous. So there's these two Titanic squads get ready to clash here. Serbia come in with all the accolades and well earned, obviously. Nobody has more gold medals than Serbia. They lead the medal count. All right, there it is. You gotta love it. That's the haka ritual. And it's a part of their tradition before entering a competition. It's a display of tribal pride, strength, and unity amongst warriors, and really a staple of the Maori culture. And we love it every single time. You'll see a lot of that throughout the competition. But now they gotta put some action behind that intimidation as they go against the standard of 3x3 hoop that is Serbia in the men's competition. Here they go. Dejan Majstorovic. Oh, he has to send back. Ty Wynyard, big fella. That's like a semi-truck coming down the lane. You better get out the way. Dr. Strange front rims it. So Wynyard collects the rebound. It's starting to turn up here as we enter the men's competition. 2 women's games in the books. We open Pool A action for the men. Bazant gets it down to Wynyard. Tall Blacks trying to surprise here. There's Kelvin Puerto sticking with it. Got the blonde hair waving in the wind. But, 3 seconds. So this is a new rule this year, as Ref Vlad is explaining to Mihailo Vasic. No longer do you have 5 seconds to have your back to the basket. You got 3, and it starts the moment you put the ball on the ground. You know, that new rule is instituted to speed up the game a little bit, makes it a little bit difficult on the bigs who have to get into their action a lot quicker, but you got 3 seconds to get to it, or you get whistled for a violation. That's a good call by official Vlad on that baseline down there. And something that Vasic is going to have to keep note of as Kelvin Puerto hits the free throw. It's 3-0 Tall Blacks. Dr. Strange coming around. He took a little bit of time to recover. He had a thigh injury that he sustained about a month ago. I think that actually happened in Utsunomiya at the World Tour opener this year, that his professional team, won. This is a collection, this Serbian team is a collection of 2 Serbian pro teams, Liman and with Rankovic, Majstorovic, and Stojicic, and Vasic, the lone Lehman representative. Lehman just winning the Novi Sad Challenger. Shout out to all the folks that helped that go down in Novi Sad last week. That was a hell of a tournament. Really got to get to see why 3x3 is so special in Serbia. And their approach to the game. There's a reason why they've won as much as they've won in 3x3. National competitions, Pro Tour alike. Dejan, the maestro, it's a no that time. As the ball is fed down to Wynyard. Wynyard, oh, check out the hook while the DJ revolves. The 6'10" Hulk gets it done. Former Kentucky Wildcat, playing under John Calipari. And a foul on New Zealand. Wynyard, also a U18 world champion in 2015. He was with Kelvin Puerto back then. The Serbs pull within one. McCullough. Nico couldn't get that one to go. Saw Nico play well in Doha as well. There's McCullough, locked and loaded. 2 to the head is 6'4". Dr. Strange cannot convert on the layup attempt. Nico. Bazan puts it up! Puts some white chalk around Dr. Strange. He just got boomed on. Big Ty Wynyard. Look out below. Take another look as the first body of the competition has been caught. Dr. Strange, watch your back. It's 7-5. McCullough, lefty scoop off the glass. The tall blacks showing no fear against the Serbians here. Majstorovic, nice hezzy. Finishes with a lay, soft touch on those. McCullough letting it go. Oh, that's Bazan, excuse me. They got the same curl pattern on the top of their head. Bazan, a new addition on this Tall Blacks team. Oh, he put him in the blender. Wynyard, beautiful move, but he couldn't capitalize with the dunk. Otherwise, he would have been a lock for a top 5 player. He already caught a body. Bazan, he tripping with swagger too. He's tripping like a broke refrigerator. Oh my goodness, he sold the bag, the beast. Rankovic missed the cribs. The Serbs look a little shook, to be honest. So this is a new collection of players on the national team this year. You know, we have seen, obviously Vasic play with Majstorovic before, and with 3 members of Uv's team, but we'll take another look. Oh, that was tornadic. He almost destroyed him, but Wynyard blew the dunk. I feel like if he gets another chance again, he's gonna put that down. Oh, baseline drive, it is sent back. So Wynyard with the block. McCullough hits the deck. Dr. Strange to the cup. Quick kick out. Kelvin Poto. McCullough trying to go to work. Big Ty Wynyard. He's fouled. That might be the only way to stop that man. So we got Dejan Majstorovic is contending that there's a scoreboard issue. To be honest, I did not notice it, but he's right. New Zealand apparently got 2 more points than what they had earned. It's an 11-8 game, not a 13-8 games. So you can't get much past Dejan Majstorovic. He's like, get that fixed quickly. Kelvin Poto, he's gonna recover the rebound. He's gonna take it right at the manimal. And that time Vasic holds his own. Brancula. He misses. Oh, Bazan. My man is cooking. He might be in trouble down low. He is whistled for the foul. That's a 7th on New Zealand. So a couple of free throws here. Marko Brankovic shoots and misses at the stripe. Oh, the beast with back-to-back misses. And a quick foul right after that called on Majstorovic. And it's not often that you see a Serbian team a little bit shook. I'm not sure if it's nerves. I'm not sure if it's just how aggressive New Zealand has been right out of the gates. But the tall blacks, my goodness. They're the ones who are being the bullies here. The biggest bully is Wynyard, figuratively and literally. Vasic will hand it off. Majstorovic changes directions. That's beautiful action right there as he feeds the beast, the manimal. He's gonna put it up and in. This is where Serbia certainly has the edge with the experience, understanding the nuances of the game. They simplify it. When it comes to just brute strength, the tall blacks got that. And when you're beating people up down low like the Rock. We got a 14-9 game. Kelvin Poto to McCullough. Oh, that is beautiful passing. Wynyard just was not ready for the pass, and they end up wasting the possession, but that started off beautifully. Dr. Strange to the beast. Oh, Brankovic short. So the offense has been a slow drip for the Serbians, who, without question, have a big bullseye on their back. They are not the defending champs. Oh, look at Dr. Strange. He left him like he was late and then finishes with 2 hands for safety. 14-11 is where it stands. Stojicic will kick it out to the maestro. Missed it, wide open. Now Dejan Majstorovic will try it closer range, but Bazet sends it back where it came from. But a foul called on the second attempt. Sanja Stojicic trying to ignite some energy into the Serbian team as they trail it by 3. One thing that they have done well is get the Tall Blacks into foul trouble. They got 9. A 10th foul will not only give Serbia 2 free throws, but possession as well. 3:57 left in this game. And the question is, can New Zealand hold on to the lead and pull off what would be a big upset? The 18 seed in this competition against the 1 seed. That's the matchup that we're seeing now. Majstorovic is going to knock down the first of 2 free throws. Majstorovic on that 2017, 18, and 16 World Championship team. His second free throw is a no. Kelvin Puerto going to work down low. A little bit too strong on the jump hook. Ty Wynyard. They couldn't stop him with reinforcements. Vasic now. He will drive and kick. They could use a maestro and right on cue. String music. Serbia within 1. Wynyard put him in the blender. Couldn't finish it again though. Man, that is quite the matchup between Wynyard and Vasic. But a quick foul, little mental lapse by Wynyard, who is a 3x3 veteran, by the way. He's been playing since 2015. Vasic misses the free throw. Vasquez, again a bronze medalist on that Serbian Olympic team. Tokyo last year and a gold medalist at the Europe Cup 2021. He's going to make that count. So we're all even, 15 apiece. First look at the fellas today. We got a game, baby. Majstorovic, 2-piece, no biscuit. The Serbs are in front. McCullough, the flotation device. New Zealand pulls within 1. Dr. Strange turning the corner. He thinks better of it, decides to get it down to the beast. Oh, good defense. Down low, and McCullough with the active hands. And a risky defensive possession, considering that they got 10 fouls. He was still holding his ground. And he was smart enough to poke it away without fouling. Bazant, he'll go to the corner. They want Wynyard to have the full court to go to work, and he just abuses Vasic. He want to show him who the king of beast is. Vasquez with the missed layup. And I tell you, Serbia's dodged a lot of bullets in this game. They're usually a fine-tuned machine. But we've seen some uncharacteristic missteps from Serbia. They would even tell you that themselves. And with the missed free throws and the turnovers and the missed layups, it is not
almost like
something you normally see from a Serbian team.
Right here.
But yet, here they are. Even despite those mistakes, despite the missed free throws, they lead this game 18-17. It's what they do. They find a way. And again, that's why they have five medals, 3 of them gold. Oh, 4 of them gold. Look, I sold them short. 2012, Serbia won the first ever edition of the World Cup. Went on a 3-peat from 2016 into 2018. And that's how they account for their 4. And 2014, they took home a silver. 5 medals for the Serbians. New Zealand looking for their first shot clock violation. So we'll see a change of possession here. a loaded competition here day one. Oh, Bazant unloads. He missed everything. Wynyard off of the deep end. He misses. Bazant could get the tip. Wynyard moving some furniture down low as he evens the game at 18 apiece. That pass goes begging. Australia and the Beast were not on the same page. New Zealand will take over. Wynyard. The jump hook is a no. Dr. Strange. They could use some heroics. Strainia throws it in reverse, puts the shot up. He is a bucket. 20-18 as Bazant couldn't even things up. The Maestro could put it away. They're gonna take their time here. Dr. Strange making his move. He steps right, misses it to the right. Big rebound for the big man, Bazant. Up fake, drive, kick. Kelman Puerto, he wants a two. He lets it go. Oh, that was a bad break. And a shot clock violation because it touched nothing. So here's New Zealand, who were the aggressors. They were the aggressors in this game early on. And were in a good position to potentially come out of this thing with a win. But as the game wore on, that Serbian savvy, that Serbian experience really started to show. And we see Dr. Strange, they're gonna look back at that last shot, and that's gonna change the score because initially that was counted as a 2 on the scoreboard, but you can clearly see that Stojicic's foot was on the line. So Ref Marcos comes over to the Serbian squad and lets them know that they are going to make a change with the score. That is a 1 point. That was a 1-pointer.
Our referees are able to say if they make a mistake or not.
And that was an astute observation from Ref Marcos. All right. So here we go. Serbia lead 19-18. And Vasic has it packed. But that's going to count because that ball was already up and off the glass. So when you're called for the goaltend. That will give the Serbians a 2-point advantage legitimately this time. And again, Serbia owns the most gold medals with 4. Oddly, they failed to medal in the last edition of the World Cup in Amsterdam. They got stunned in the bronze medal game by Poland. they take another look. That would have been nice for the mixtape reel, but it wasn't exactly legal. So we keep playing. Wynyard. Kelman Puerto makes his move. They get back down to Wynyard. Wynyard counted. This dude is unstoppable. But all Serbia need is one. And he is the one, like Neo. Dejan Majstorovic says game over. 21-19. Serbia comes from behind to take it from the Tall Blacks, who were, man, they looked like they were in line to get a win there, but it was one thing you learned about Serbia. Never count them out. They were able to rectify some of the mistakes and clean up some of the play, and now they find themselves in a winner's circle where we find Dejan Majstorovic with Julian DeBug courtside. Shoot, over to you.
Dejan, congrats on the win. Can you lead us through this last shot, 2019 for you? You have the big guy on you, and tell us about the last move that you put on him.
I feel like they cannot stop in offense, Vasic and me, on that pick and roll. Vasic scored like 5-6 layups there. So they now was a little bit careful because we have 20. They let us to shoot. In that moment, I just have instinct that I need to shoot that one, and I have a lot of confidence in this game, and I score.
It was a slow start for your team, but still, with composure, with time, you managed to come back. Talk about how calm and confident you can remain in those games with all the experience that you have playing at the World Cup in the past.
We have deal of this game to don't give them offensive rebounds, and we know they are very strong under basket. We didn't stop them at all. They go into game more aggressively. We cannot do that anymore because this is not some quest, this is World Cup, and we need to be much serious in the beginning of the game. But we keep playing our way, and on the end we win.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Well, I think Dejan Majstorovic described it perfectly, as Serbia improves to 3-0 against New Zealand in national competitions. They also beat New Zealand at the World Cup 2018 Pool A play. Dejan was obviously on that team, part of that 2018 campaign, the three-time world champion. Knew they had to clean some things up. You heard what he said about their confidence in running the pick and roll. And that's essentially what I was saying earlier about when you can be a confident team and they never panic because they understand how to exploit their opponents. And they run the pick and roll, the pick and slip, maybe better than any other team in the game. And here's an example of it. The Maestro and Vasic linking up, drew both defenders in. They had that going all day long. And then the world number one, Strajina Stojicic, getting bouncy on him one time. They had trouble with Ty Wynyard. He scored a windfall of buckets. The guard play on this New Zealand squad was impressive as well. I'm gonna say here day one, do not sleep on the Tall Blacks. I can see the way that they're playing. I can see the intensity, the skill level. They've really started to pass the ball more and better. Their experience is putting them in a place where they're going to be able to contend with the very best out here. Group A is going to be a tough group, but I'm telling you, New Zealand's got as good a shot as anybody to come out. We will see. They'll both be back in action later on today. Obviously, as men's group play will continue. We'll see New Zealand against France in a tantalizing matchup. And we'll see Puerto Rico and Serbia. That's for later. As for right now, more Pool A play. Puerto Rico and Brazil. So, little Latin flavor here as the Boricuas match up against the Brazilians. Here they are, Gilberto Clavel, Josué Arazo, Luis Pelacoco Hernandez and TJ Speedy Fernandez. I like this squad. We saw Puerto Rico really pick it up last year in particular and getting a win on the World Tour. They play bully ball as good as anybody. They got maybe the premier defender in the game in Pelacoco and Gilberto Clavel. These dudes' motors never stop. But you could say the same of the Brazilians, who took silver at the Mirror Cup last September. Will Weirman, Fabricio, oh, he's back. Remember seeing him at the U18 competition and seeing the fine player that he's become. This Brazilian team is not to be slept on either. I tell you, when you get to this level, World Cup, I mean, anybody can win. There's Gilberto Clavel, rocking the goggles like normal. A couple more of our Olympic officials here. Smile for the camera. Etilia Dot and Vlad. So Puerto Rico, led by Gilberto Clavel, they are the 9 seed, 32-year-old, a staple on this Puerto Rican national team. They ended up finishing 4th at the America Cup. The same America Cup that we saw Fabricio Verissimo and company take a silver medal. They'll get a chance to go up against each other yet again. Be the first time in the World Championships that these two countries will meet since 2014. So this chapter will decide itself. I remember seeing Verissimo and his heroics at the U18 World Cup in Kazakhstan, 2016. Just one of the most incredible finishes ever. As I believe they were going up against Italy in that game. And he probably can tell you the story. And that's when he first began his trek to 3x3 stardom. Two-way player, Andre Ferros. Ferocity. One of the most dominant bigs in 3x3. He is a problem, believe me. That dude's legs look like tree trunks. He is just, he's built different. And I mean that affectionately. I wish my legs were like tree trunks. I wish I was that strong. Anyway, the countdown is on. We get to game number 4, day 1. Brazil and Puerto Rico. Let's go. TJ Fernandez, he's tricky. He couldn't connect with Pelacoco on the oop and a quick foul on the outside. TJ Fernandez, he's got a knack for knocking down big shots. Think back to the America Cup 2021 in Miami against the Dominican Republic. He hit a huge 2-ball game winner. Speaking of 2 balls, there's Verissimo. Clavel long on the jump hook. Verissimo, whoa. Just lost the handle on that pass attempt. So it's gonna sail out of bounds. Fernandez will take over. And he runs into a brick wall. Take another look at Fernandez. He ran straight into Renato Shows de Silva. Silva, the 4th member of this team. Fernandez. As Verissimo hits the block button. And then he has the awareness to throw it off the eraser. So Verissimo and Eraso, top of the key. Will Weirman. Oh, look at it. Streaks in there, gets his own rebound, and still breaks it. Ferros. I like the matchup between he and Clavel. That is two just titans clashing. Feroz fading, air ball. Pelacoco to Clavel. Clavel's long shot missed. Weirman will come away with it. And a foul on the inside. Erazo. He's whistled. They're saying 50 high. Alvarissimo. Weirman going down the paint through the contact. Shot, no. Alvarissimo. Oh, behind the back. Split the defense. He got to finish those. $1 million move, $5 shot. That don't add up. Oh, Pelacoco. Get your muscle milk. You're going to need it. Pelacoco is able to beast his way up through the contact, makes the shot, and he will try to convert at the line and make it a 2-point play. Hernandez, count that. Puerto Rico, even things up at 2 apiece. Feroz. He takes a push in the back. Clavel trying to defend his territory, or what he thinks is his territory, too aggressively. Oh, De Souza is wetter than the skinny dipper. De Silva, excuse me. Quick hands. That is certainly something that Fabricio Verissimo can do for you. He is a top-level defender. Good size as well on Verissimo. Not easy to post. He's really an ideal guard. Stands 198, 95 kilos, and 24 years old. Bright future. Erazo elevates. That's a shot clock violation. Feroz, oh, flipped it to the wrong team. Down to Clavel. He puts it in with the foul. Weight room. I like the haircut too. Clavel's rocking. I thought for a second he might bang on it. Oh, Clavel, yeah. He gets it to go down. The Boricuas even things up. Verissimo sneaks to the bucket. And he's able to draw the foul. Fernandez apparently gave him a little bit of a hit check. And Verissimo gets it to go. At the line, Erazo. He's going to clear some space for Fernandez. They call him Speedy for a reason. He's gone in a blink. Mid-range game on display. 5-5. Feroz, is that going to count? No. That foul on White, but on the floor. He does not get continuation. Ref Line's like, please, come on, check it up. Foul on the floor. They don't get the bucket, no continuation. So 5-5 it stays. No, Feroz, he's hacked. So the fouls are starting to add up on this Puerto Rican team. They got 6. And they're going to get a warning as well from jibber-jabbering with the officials. They don't play. Next one will be a technical. Verissimo. He's got Clavel in front. He decides to kick the Ferros. Ferros, he does not shoot it. Renato then will take it himself. No score. And a shot clock violation. They didn't. They didn't get that up in time.
Vamos manter agressivo lá dentro. Finta bastante lá embaixo. Trabalha o cara lá embaixo. Só. Cuidado com os 3 segundos.
White ball.
Caiu, mas deu bola, cara.
They couldn't challenge in that scenario. They thought that they could. Of course, the officials can take a look at anything at any time if they decide. So we play on. Quick hands. Ferros put his hand in the cookie jar. Fernandez comes up. Kevin Hart. Short. 5-5. It stays. Pull up. Oh no, the Silva couldn't make that happen from deep. They go down to the basement. And the man in goggles couldn't put it in. Ferros with Clavel in the rear view. He flexes on it. And the TV timeout, first break after 7 minutes, 6:33 officially in a brawl between the Puerto Ricans and the Brazilians. Here in Group A play on the men's side. Kyle Montgomery, AKA the voice of 3x3 in your ear. Here for the 7th edition of the World Cup. Some of the action that we've seen so far. I think that the bigs almost neutralize each other in this game. Ferros is as tough as they come. And I would describe Clavel the same, as they exchange a little bit of words between each other. Ferros flexed on him earlier. And obviously Pelacoco is a part of the strength on the interior on this Puerto Rican team. What a find. Man, how did he see that? That ball's like slim margin of error. And a foul on the floor, number 4 on Brazil. Clavel, jab step, poked away, Weirman. That'll leave 7 on the shot clock for Puerto Rico. Pelacoco, he comes to screen. Irazo passes up the screen, smart decision. He got places to go and buckets to get. Weirman, foul outside the 2-point arc. Is the 7th foul on Puerto Rico anyway. So even if it was a non-shooting foul, it was going to amount to 2 free throws. So on cue, we will see Big Willie style step up to the line. So Will Weirman, good on the first of 2. And the 25-year-old knocks down the second. Pelacoco elevates, shows the touch, close range. Tight contest, separated by just 2 points, active defense. Ferros, oh, came up abbreviated. Pelacoco, nice play for him to keep it alive. Irazo tries to sneak it through a couple defenders, and it's stolen away. Much to Pelacoco's chagrin. Now Pelacoco, he's gonna have to man up down there. He does, holds Ferros off. Clavel, now he's on a beeline to the rim. Clavel drops off. Pelacoco, oh, you fancy, huh? He threw it in reverse. Finishes on the right side of the rim. That's a thing of beauty in a 9-8 contest. Verissimo, excuse me. One-legged fader. Now it's Fedos. He elevates. And Pelacoco says, no, no. Clean swipe. Here's Weirman. Crossover. Oh, but missed it. Pelacoco, he climbs in for the rebound. And a fifth foul on the Brazilians. They got one more to give. Just past the midway mark in a 9-8 contest. This one has that feeling like it's going to come down to the wire. And as the fouls continue to rack up, that's number 6 now on Brazil. They could be joining Puerto Rico in the penalty with one more defensive foul. And this game could be decided at the free throw line. We will see. These are teams that both attack. Look at Fernandez. Two-piece combo from the right wing gives Puerto Rico a 1-point advantage. Verissimo trying to answer back. He does not. Erazo clears it. He's going to let Clavel go to work. Clavel with some theatrics as he draws the foul. Clavel trying to get some space. That's easier said than done down low. De Silva is about that action too. And Clavel, he's got the right touch from the line. And Clavel, same thing, second attempt. No problemo. Renato, oh, he has it packed like a sack lunch. Don't forget your apple. The Brazilian women's team, also silver medal winners at the AmeriCup. They're in the crowd, trying to give the men's team some energy here. Off the miss, Verissimo. Oh. Clavel drive and kick. Erazo did not put enough sauce on that release. So now, oh yeah, that's the definition of mismatch. That was easy as a layup line for Fedos with Fernandez defending. Now Fernandez, he's got the advantage on the perimeter. He's gonna drive and kick. Erazo, he will drive and kick. Fernandez, two-piece dinner from the corner. Count it, 14-10, Puerto Rico. Speedy moves to the left, in a rush to the cup as Speedy Fernandez is taking over this game for Puerto Rico. Verissimo he erases the eraser. He said, get out my way. Erazo, though, is down. Looked like he took a shot in the diaphragm. Look again, oh yeah. That's a grown man move. And Erazo is still down, and you can hear him. He's in pain. He's holding what looks like his right rib area. Pelacoco is playing physical training right now. So again, look at Verissimo. This dude, he attacks with aggression. You see that Erazo immediately was hurt. I mean, he felt that immediately. He's slow to get up. He's going to walk away from the medical staff who had come to give him some attention. After being down, he's now going to make his way over to the bench. We're going to see just how much that affects him the rest of the way. For now, he's going to have a seat. Verissimo, he just cleared the way. Now he's getting up in Fernandez's space. He lost it. You can tell he was trying to whip the pass. Clavel's a no-go. Hernandez to Fernandez. Pelacoco. No, tips it out of bounds. I believe that's going to be green ball.
Scores 15 for Puerto Rico, 11 for Brazil. Brazil won last year. The FIBA 3x3 America.
He got Ferros down low. He's going to move. Oh, the eraser. He erases one, and then the travel is called. And you can see Arazo, he about that life. So after getting the rib injury, Josue Arazo, AKA the eraser, is showing some of those guts, some of that grit. He sent Ferros packing the first time and then forced to travel. Puerto Rico lead it now by 4. Now Clavel working on Ferros. Clavel though, he cannot get the layup to fall. De Silva, he wants to feed the big ferocity. He draws the attention of 2 defenders, and Pelacoco sent that one back where it came from, and that is going to force a shot clock violation. The defense is going to the next level, both teams. They are protecting the paint like they cell phone passwords. You ain't getting in here. Fernandez, no. Just over 2 minutes to play. Our second game in the men's competition here in Group A. Verissimo. That he does get a whistle for. 2 free throws for him on the way. After this game, we'll go back over to the ladies' side. As we'll see Romania and China lace them up. to 13, the Brazilians within range. Clavel trying to put them away. That jump hook is going to help. Soft touch, what is that, Velvet? It's a 17-13 game. Ferocity. No. Fell right in Verissimo's lap. Weirman will swing it across court to Ferros, who gives it back. Sharon is caring. Weirman couldn't capitalize with the look from range. Pelacoco, jab step, oh my goodness. He put Verissimo on his back. Nothing amounts to, the play doesn't amount to anything. The eraser with the drive and the kick, and Clavel with the brick. Andre Ferros, he was the driving force in helping the Brazilians take silver at the America Cup in Miami. He's trying to force his hand and get his team. Ferros bottoms. A one-possession game. Minute to play. Pelakoko on the move. Up fake. Tricked you. So Puerto Rico continue to find an answer. Every time Brazil climb back in it. Renato passed up the first two-look, takes the second one, and touched nothing.
Don't be afraid to sit down in the stands. We don't bite, nobody bites. We just want to see 3x3 basketball.
Puerto Rico with 9 fouls, Brazil with 7. And we have a shot clock violation challenge here. So they'll take a closer look at it. But if I can remember how that play came together, it didn't look like it touched anything. So you can see the Renato 2 missed, touched nothing, and then a scrum for the ball after. It didn't change possession. So clearly that challenge is lost. That's an easy decision. Puerto Rico ball with 55 ticks to go. Speedy to Pelakoko. Mishandled the pass. Now this is not one of those pretty games with a lot of highlights and a lot of flashy plays and, you know, electric offense. This is a dogfight. This is a brawl between two teams that are really similar in the way that they're put together. They play with force as Pelakoko forces his way to the cup, and now he's the one doing the flexing. Ferocity. Oh, you put him on the bucket list. I like these. They talking to each other. I like the little back and forth between Ferocity and Pelakoko. Let's get it. Verissimo. Whoa, that would have been a big two-hit had he got it. Clavel. He tips it to himself. Tip drill. Okay, so Clavel shooting two. He can put this one on ice. Puerto, Clavel, AKA non-stop. Oh, these girls ain't loyal. Halfway down, comes out. Second attempt, touches nothing but the bottom of the net. Weirman mishandled it. He is being harassed by Clavel. That was just the clamps. And time will run out, and the Puerto Ricans show that Boricua passion as they top Brazil in a close one. They take this one 2016. What a win.
Buena defensa,
Puerto
muchachos.
Rico. Hey, if they want to put their name in the hat of one of the teams that you need to be looking for to really contend, they are the 7th. Puerto Rico, the 9th seed. Brazil, the 17th seed in this competition. So both of these teams still considered somewhat underdogs. I think that's how they like it best, though. They play their best when they're trying to prove something. Puerto Rico proved to be the strongest of the two in this one. But there's some grown man game going down. We saw a lot of physicality That was reflected in the fouls as well, because we saw both teams finish in the penalty with 9 fouls. And we also saw it from how many times players hit the deck. There's TJ Fernandez with the pull-up J. But this was a battle in the trenches. There's ferocity flexing on Clavel. Of course, Pelacoco and company, they did not like it very much. And they continue to go back and forth in the paint. Pelacoco using his skill on the reverse there. And Fernandez cashing in from the corner. Clavel, he's a master in the mid-range. It was touch and go, but Puerto Rico put together, I think, the better final couple minutes of this game and seized the opportunity. Pelacoco was the one doing the flexing in the end as Puerto Rico win it by 4. So here we are in Antwerp, Belgium for the 2022 Crelan World Cup. Right here in the center of the city square. The action continues as we turn it back over to the ladies.
It's ladies' night and I feel alright. Yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
All right. Oh, what a game this might be. We get another look at Romania, who came up short against Germany to start the day. But in group play, you'll play all of the other 4 teams in your group. And Sonia Orsu and company retake the court, look to bounce back from that 2-point loss to Germany. We will get our first look at the defending champions of 2019, China, who took gold. Ziting Zhang has been one of the most dominant players in men's or women's 3x3 in the last 6 years. She is special to watch. That's a fact. She's joined by Lili Wang, Jiwan Wan, talented quartet on this Chinese team. Of course, China, who took bronze at the Olympic Games last year. They have been trending upwards in 3x3. And I guess you could say trending upwards, but they've really never gone anywhere. They've been a constant. They have been a perennial power, particularly in the women's competition. The men are coming along. We're going to see how they do. But GT Zhang, don't sleep on her. Nobody's sleeping on the Olympian Sonia Orsu. She's going to have an opportunity to wreak some havoc with the ball in her hand in this game. She's one of the tougher guards off the dribble. Lili Wang, she's a cash money millionaire. All right, that was a bad one. But Wang can hoop. It sounds like Lil Wang. Lil Wang. Straight baller. Out of all that, and that's what you should take from it. Rocket 2-3. I wonder who her idol might have been. So they'll get a couple more moments here to get warmed up before we get to that action. Lost my mic there for a second. Game number 5 today. Hope y'all enjoying it thus far. It's only gonna get better and better and better as the tournament wears on. This will be the last game of the first session. We will then take a nearly an hour break. But we'll get back started at 2 o'clock local time with Lithuania and Germany. So Romania and China will do the honors for the last game of the first session. China in the red, Romania in the yellow. These teams have met 3 times in international competitions before. China winning every one of them. China the 18 seed. Romania the 8 seed. We're gonna see how this was decided right here, right now. Let's go. Li Wang. The block was not hot that time. Ursu to Podar. Podar back to Ursu. Ursu. Shooter's roll. Oh, nice move. And what a beautiful touch pass from Jaitik Jain. Stonescu, pocket pass. Oh, you gotta finish those. Virgil could not do it. That basket is wiped away. Li Wang. Nice setup to Jaitik Jain. Jain stands 6'5". And Podar went by the defense like they were standing still. Minute in. All right. Wang feeds it down low to Wan and held up by a foul there. Wan. He's going to get a chance to shoot one here. Wan, only 19 years old, ranked number 3 in China. Even at that young age, has 10 international caps. So she's no stranger to representing for her country. Ursu made her see the vapors. Run up, get done up. The answer from 2 is there. Ursu. She will get it over to Verjogen. Stonescu, nowhere to go. She's locked up. So absolutely locked down defense for China on that possession. I made mention of the 2 Romanian Olympians as Jaitik Jain, an Olympian herself, gets the bucket. Ursu. Oh, nice shoulder fake. Stonescu, jab step, puts it up, and the sharpshooter misses her mark. And that ball mishandled, almost turned over. So 7-3 lead for the Olympic bronze medalist, China, and the defending world champs here at the World Cup stage. They have no choice but to foul Zhang as she was streaking to the bucket. Long ball, Blau from the left wing. It's Junwei Cao. Junwei Cao, first time representing on the national team, already making her presence felt. Here's Wang, the other Olympian on this Chinese team with Jiating Zhang. You can only imagine the pride that they went home with those bronze medals and that historic first ever 3x3 entry into the Olympics. Romania ended up finishing 7th at the Olympic Games of 8 teams, but they were there. That shot was nowhere near where it should have been. Out of bounds it goes, TV timeout with China leading by 6. Romania trying to avoid that dreaded 0-2 start. Only the top team from each group advances directly to the quarterfinals. The second and third teams will have to battle it out in a round of 16. But we'll have 4 days of pool play before we even get to that point. So we'll cross that bridge once we get there. Puerto trying to set up the offense, and another quick foul on China. Luckily for them, it's only number 2. Romania with no more to give. Puerto gonna step back, finds Orsu wide open. Juan Wan, count that one. And then there's Juan for another one. Real friendly fire with Orsu and Stoinescu. They've run into each other. Now with some better spacing, Puerto starts to operate. She shoots and misses. Oh, nice move. Bye-bye. Quick step. As Wang gets to the rack. It's an 8-point lead for China. Puerto. Oh, man. She needs some milk. Orsu. You're going to need some help here. You got to make the easy ones count. That ain't nothing easy down there. Zhang swats that one away. Kick out 2 is a no-go, and a foul on the inside. And looks like that's an unsportsmanlike foul. As I see the sign from Ref Marcos, Orsu did not make a play on the ball, so that's going to cost him 2 attempts at the free throw line. And Zhang, she gets the friendly roll. Five and a half to play, and China has been shot out of a cannon, just quick out of the gates as they lead it by 10. Oh, nice move as Verjoge is is able to get that one to fall. Verjoge, she got her work cut out for her. As Cal says, ciao. Made the move, but didn't make the shot. Zhang is able to track it down. Jaiting from the corner. No, Orsu. Always looking to set up a teammate. She sets up Stornescu, who's held up by a foul on the drive. Number 4. And another whistle. China's starting to rack up, to accumulate the fouls now. A 14-5 game. Look at the defense here. Yeah, that's the benefit of being 6'5". Is Jaiting Zhang is not going to be easily moved by Verjoge. Neutralize that offensive attack. Oh, Wang gathers her footing, but still unable to get the shot to go down. So China's attack only halted momentarily. Zhang to the cup. Oh, offensive foul called. And she was using that offhand. Orsu trying to get in her bag. Orsu, excuse me. Cash money. Will that give Romania a spark in some way? Juan with another one. Orsu, she's being harassed. They throw it away. The ball's in Chinese territory. Zhang's pass is stolen. Porar. To Orsu going left, but she's gonna draw a foul. So take a look back at a few of the last exchanges between these two teams. There's Orsu pulling up, finding the bottom of the net. But it just has not happened quite frequently enough. As Romania trails it by 9. Zhang and Porar, they get locked up, and you can see that Zhang is not happy about that. Zhang is the one that's, Zhang is whistled for the foul. She can't believe it. She's gonna get some time to think about it as she has a seat on the bench. So Nescu, Orsu. Counted up, back-to-back scores for Orsu. With a difference of 8. Porar. Oh, she's going to draw the offensive foul. That's a savvy play. Obviously outmatched right there, and anticipates the physicality. Holds her own and draws the offensive foul. Another possession here for Romania with 3:20 and counting to go. Now Puerto couldn't receive the pass. It was a little bit too long. Stornescu out. Verjoge in. Here we go. Zhang long range. Not enough protein on the shot. Orsu back rimmed it. Orsu tracks it down, so he's gonna get another opportunity. This time from the corner, it's a no. Lithuanian gets it to Zhang. Orsu way out there in the deep, off target. It's 17-7. China running away with this thing. Orsu making her move. Orsu off balance, kind of a wild shot late in the shot clock. Do they have the energy to defend this Chinese team? Juan misses. Strong screen set. What's Puerto gonna do with it? Oh, she utilizes it. Finishes with the lefty scoop. Oh, Juan trying to do something. Jab step, D'd up. Lockdown, Puerto. Step through, excuse me. I got a bucket to get. Now, if only they had 8 more, we'd have ourselves a game. That ain't even fair. Jiating Zhang, easy work underneath. As China open up an 18-9 lead with a $1:32 left in our final game before the session break.
Sonia a aruncat de 3 ori și nu s-a dus nimeni la recuperare. Aruncăm repede. Dacă e. Hai să mergem să ținem de puncte să nu ne dea 21. Orice punct e important, nu ne lăsăm. Bine, mai avem 1 minut jumătate. Haideți împreună până la treabă. 2, 3 și împreună.
All right, both teams get a little rest there. This was pretty well in the hand. You don't need me to tell you that. 8 fouls apiece, but an 18-9 lead for China. Missed chance right there. Time also not on the Romanian side. Stoinescu tries to clear some space. That pass nearly goes out of bounds. Fade away off the front of the rim. It's a no. Zhang hacked on the inside. 2 more free throws will follow for the Olympian and bronze medalist and reigning World Cup gold medal MVP. Zhang has really built an impressive resume, body of work, in her many years playing 3x3. Zhang at 26 years old. I know I've been covering her since I started back in 2015. She's been a problem ever since. Nice pass. Joge counted under a minute to play. All China need is 2. They're gonna get 1 right here, right now. Jiating Zhang, count it up. Who gonna stop me, huh? Puerto. She's gonna finish with the lay, with some light defense. China throws it away. One thing you never see on the Chinese team is any arguing. Ain't nobody arguing. It's always all smiles. Puerto. They're gonna fight to the very end here. A couple of crossovers. Cow airmails it. Lithuanian could track it down. Orsu crossed her like an intersection. Bucket. But this bucket will be game. Juan puts it on ice. China with a dominating win over Romania, 21-12. They get it done as Romania fall to 0-2 to start their 2022 campaign. At the last game of the first session again. We will take a break after we show you some of the highlights from this one. But again, 21-12. Take a look at how this thing went down. It didn't take long before you kind of knew that China was going to run away with this thing. They came out of the gates quick, and they relied on their bigs to start their onslaught. Jiating Zhang can do more than just score. You saw that beautiful touch pass right there. And then the scoring began. Sonia Orsu was a constant for the Romanian team, but she didn't have much help, and the buckets were few and far between. And against a Chinese team that has proven themselves to be an absolute powerhouse, you cannot afford to have a slow start. Sloanescu, a couple of nice feeds, and some decent interior play. As Ortu gets the shot, but Verjoge really showed her presence on this Romanian team. But she and Ursu could not get it done with them doing the heavy lifting. And Podor sneaking in a few layups as well in that contest. But again, China's a powerhouse, and they prove it one more again. All right, we are 5 games into day 1 here at the 2022 World Cup in Antwerp. We are going to step aside for our first session break. We will restart the action at 1400 local time. That gives us about 37 minutes. Okay, see you guys soon.